Hi, I'm teen heartthrob, Rob Ruthven. Here with me today is Erik Helle. Erik, how you doing?
Hi, Heartthrob. I'm doing well.
That's good to know. So, Erik, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm a fourth-year student here at the university, but I'm actually living a first-year life as I just switched my program to a BFA in acting. Before, as you know, I was in comm with you and the rest of these people, and in drama as well. But then last year I decided to make a switch. Had a revelation, and yeah, now I'm here.
All right. So why did you initially choose CMF as your major?
My first year actually I was just in drama, and then I heard about all the possibilities of CMF, okay. And I picked it up the following year because I wanted to get involved with that. I always liked playing around with the camera, and yeah, getting together with the buddies and just fooling around with that. But I wanted to know where I could take it further, like work with lights and sounds, and learn all that theory too. You know, like you can only learn so much when you're just watching a film and be like, oh, that's great composition, but how do they get the light that way? Like what's happening? Like you see this beautiful picture, but then it's just like, what's all these hands doing in the back, making it look that way? And that's very intriguing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the decision I made, and yeah.
All right, what did you enjoy most about being in the CMF program?
Yeah, well, with film, it's like all the tech is, the tech's the biggest part. Mm-hmm. That's it. I just thought about this. What I loved the most was getting in the editing room. Like it was just so much fun. And it sucks because it's like this big powerful program, yeah. And now that I'm not in the program, I can't just go up to the lab and work on it. And yeah. I don't got a computer like that. And like that was really fun. I took the experimental film course here, and like just taking that footage and just messing around with it and seeing what you could do is just like one of the funnest things I could think of, you know. Yeah.
So, you've taken some production courses here at the school. What projects have you worked on?
Well, being in drama too, I started getting like really involved in the school, like last year, on the drama side anyway. Mm-hmm. I started assistant stage managing, and I actually just wrapped up stage managing my first show for the university players. And that was a heck of an experience, like so much information and learning, and just an awesome ride. But on the comm side, yeah, just with the short films we've worked on in our first classes, it was fun getting in like that little group again that you get in high school, yeah. And just make that like that silly project, but you had all this like material you could work with. But for the most part, I've been a lot more involved in the drama side, mm-hmm. And I think that's where and then it sort of kindled my love of acting too.
All right, so Erik, you mentioned a revelation. What kind of a revelation was this that you had?
Yeah, it was my second job ASMing, and I was just...
What's ASMing?
Oh, sorry, right, assistant stage managing.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a drama term. Not really, anyway. But yeah, I was sitting at the table, and you do like line notes, which are just like, if an actor does a line wrong, you write down what the problem is. And I'm like, okay. It's a great experience though, by the way, sorry. But I remember watching one of the actors, and they were just discussing something about the character, and they were just discussing with the director. And I just sat there, I'm like, man, I missed that. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that was it. It was just that one simple moment. I just looked at it. I looked at what I was doing. I'm like, this is all good. I like being. I love being a part of that big ensemble of the theater. Mm-hmm. But I thought to myself, I just missed that.
So you've worked on a lot of projects. What do you say was the best part for both theater projects and film projects?
Oh, getting the end result at the end, and just seeing the fruits of your labor. Yeah. Yeah. Just watching it over, or as a stage manager, I have to watch the show literally like 20 times, yeah. Like every night. But sometimes it's very tiring. But then you just think like, oh, yeah, I remember how much like we struggled at that point, or oh, I remember when that thing happened and now we fixed it. Yeah. It's just when you got all these problems along the way. and then like they're all dead and done. You solve them all.
So
It's a
just
great
makes you feel
feeling,
good
yeah,
then.
yeah. And like same, if you're watching like a film that I did, and like I remember on one we like jerry rigged like this skateboard as a dolly, which was and it was sort of like it wasn't working like we thought it would, and then it worked out great at the end, and it's like that worked out smooth as butter, and we may have like struggled for like I think like half hour on it, but it worked. Yeah, it was really good just to see it at the end, and getting that and just making the contacts too, because like through all that like the pain and suffering, or like you get all these friends by the end, and these people to work with.
Where would you like to end up after school's over? Would you think more production side, like film, or theater side, like I don't know, stage and stuff?
Well, that's the great thing about just having my experience backstage as well, is that there's a lot more work because there's fewer people who are interested in being stage managers and lighting designers, or cinematographers. Everybody and their brother wants to be an actor, right? So it's kind of a dog-eat-dog thing, but and that's the advantage of having like the tech side, just because you can get into the field in a different way. And yet still be around there. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, and still like hover around there and pick and again facilitating your learning in a completely different way. Like the real world's different from here, right? But like I have aspirations to like being in front of the camera or being on the stage, but that doesn't mean to like brush aside, working technically.
All right, would you recommend either program to any students that might think about coming here?
Yeah, definitely, of course. I know more about the BFA, like reputation-wise. It has a huge reputation, but it's kind of pushed under the radar. But like we have a fantastic program here, and I'm really proud to be a part of it. And like we got these sort of opportunities right here. Like this is new. It's pretty new.
It's pretty new.
Yeah, and like it's a great opportunity. Like it's original and it's getting out there too. It's that's it's university. That's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
Finding your way and like taking these risks and opportunities. There's great opportunities here, and take them all.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Erik.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for the interview.
Absolutely. You can have me on anytime.
All right. All right. So I'm teen heartthrob Rob Ruthven. Have a good night, guys.